Good evening, this is Tanisha Laverne, Grand live on the red carpet at New York City Comic-Con with a very special treat for you this evening. I have Star Trek Discovery. So for all you Trekkies out there, stay tuned because I'm going to bring you the tea, the skinny, and the scoop for all things Star Trek. Let's talk about like Nichelle Nichols who lit the way for you. Like, give it to me, girl, sack it to me.
I mean, I always hope that I can express this moment and what it is. I am not gonna cry right now.
Don't do it, it's okay.
A lot of what this experience really means to me is unutterable. You know, it lives in the intangible, it's in the spirit, you know what I mean? It's like, I have always said this, and I will always say it, I believe that in order to actualize something, you have to visualize it first. And so I love being a part of something that can offer just one solution to all of the, you know, divisive problems that we have right now. And Nichelle, I truly stand on her shoulders. I've said that to her, you know, a few times because she
beautiful images of you too on social media.
Yes, and she blazed the way. Of course she did. You know, she changed the world, and so I stand on her shoulders, and to have her blessing means everything. And I'm just very honored.
Well, it's about his characters facing moral dilemmas and ethical dilemmas. It always was about that. And it's about presenting these fantastic stories, but the subliminal message is we should all be working together to solve them. And so on the ship, we have people, you know, we have people of every race, sexuality, in fact, we have every species and every gender, obviously, overcoming the things that separate them to try and achieve something. And that's, in today's world, that's more important than technology.
Talk to me a little bit about your character and what we can expect from your character in this evolution of Star Trek.
So I play Dr. CULBER on the USS Discovery, and I'm also happen to be the partner of Anthony Rapp's character, Paul Stamets, who is our astromycologist on board. A lot of people have made a big deal about the fact that this is Star Trek TV's first gay couple, and while that is a big deal and it's important to the story, it's not integral to our storyline, which I love. But we do get to see them and their life together on the ship.
Talk to me a little bit about some of the technological advances that you think Star Trek Discovery is going to benefit from versus from what we've had in the previous generations.
Well, I mean, my character is a scientist working in a very, you know, sort of particular field that is based in part on real theories, real science that's happening today.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it is still theoretical, but it is grounded in real science. So it's not just fantastical. And it has to do with literally fungus and mushrooms and what they can accomplish and how they interact with the rest of the universe and with our life forms on this planet. So that's stuff that's kind of like heady, but it's also really real.
Stories are really powerful.
Right.
What we see,
You have to see yourself.
you don't have to see yourself, but it helps that other people see what you think, right? And because
interesting
when
way.
I was a little girl, I assumed I was going to go into space. I just assumed I'd go into space. So Star Trek came along, and Nichelle Nichols, that character was important, but it was also important that you had so many different kinds of people there. So it's and the other part is science as a character. Science is a character.
I like that.
Right? And so frequently, little kids think, oh, well, I like science, but it's not cool. But here you go with science as one of the main characters, right? And you get to be involved, and you get to feel and see things, and you get to have adventures.
I'm one of those wacky actors who's played a lot of creatures over my 30-year career so far. So when rubber's glued onto somebody who's tall and skinny, my name often comes up.
Oh, wow.
So the creature designers, Neville Page and Glenn Hetrick, I've worked with both of them before. So my name came up in the room, and they were talking to Brian Fuller, our original showrunner, back in over a year ago. And so my name came up, and Brian Fuller, bless his heart, said, "Oh, can we get him?" So that's when the phone call started happening. So I came in and I had a meeting, and I didn't have to audition for it. It's like the part was mine if I wanted it.
You didn't have to audition?
I didn't have to audition. I know, that's what I said.
Gee.
Huge show, huge character, and should we kind of tap dance for you something?
What's one of your favorite Star Trek episodes?
Sitting on the Edge of Forever.
Why is that your favorite?
It's really grown up and it's complicated. And Joan Collins is in it.
Oh, Joan Collins, yeah.
And William Shatner falls in love with her, and then she gets killed. And so it has, and it's period, and they go back in time, and they're on Earth. So it has all the stuff that I love about Star Trek. Science fiction, but real human emotion.
Tanisha Laverne Grant, blackinamerica.com.